Now, a Thunder Report from 1077 The Franchise.
Greetings, Thunder fans. It's back to work and practice a day after the Oklahoma City Thunder beat the Boston Celtics 122-118. Kevin Durant did not practice today. He will not play against the Hawks tomorrow. Enes Kanter was also held out, and he may be a game-time decision. You'll hear more from Scott Brooks coming up in just a moment. We're also joined by Steven Adams today. Here are the head coach and Steven Adams on today's Franchise Thunder Report.
On defense, were there some things besides the energy that you did at a higher level that you want to continue to see moving forward?
I thought we got into the game defensively. We got into their offensive sets. We were much more physical. I thought our guards did a good job of stopping the basketball. That first few minutes of that first quarter, they were really physical with us on both ends of the court. Their guards are the defensive anchors of that team, and they really impacted the way we played. But I thought in the second half we did a much better job throughout the second half.
Can you give us an update on Enes and what he was able to do and just where he stands right now?
He did not practice today. If we were playing tonight, he wouldn't play. We'll just see how he feels tomorrow.
So what all exactly is going on? Because I know you had a couple of different things.
Yes, sprained his ankle. I think it was either his wrist or his hand? Forearm, yeah.
But nothing comes
Close.
up on MRIs or anything like that?
No, everything came up negative.
Was Kevin able to practice much today?
Kevin did not practice. He's experiencing a little bit of soreness. That's expected. You have some peaks and valleys, but we always have a cautious approach. So today he didn't do anything.
When Enes and Steven have been playing together, you gotta like what you've been seeing from the Bruise brothers, as they call themselves.
That's what I'm hearing. They're calling. Are they calling themselves that?
That's what Enes says. Yeah, I'm not sure which.
Are you allowed to call yourself a nickname?
We brought it up. We all approved. I'm not sure which is Jake and which is Elwood, though.
I don't know if that's nickname etiquette. I like what I see. I like their toughness. I like their ability to score around the rim. I like Enes' ability to do both in the perimeter and scoring around the rim. Defensively, we have some things that we have to continue to work on and develop and get better, and we might have to change a few things up. But I like their toughness. I like both bigs' ability to roll, and Steven is getting better in those areas. He still, like I've said many times, he still has a lot to learn, and he's going to continue to get better because the work that he puts in is always at a high level.
Steven mentioned understanding personnel is something that he wants to continue to improve on moving forward. How hard is that for a younger player in the league to continue to learn more and more and then apply it on the floor?
Well, I think it goes through different channels. Your teammates can help you get better. The experience playing against those guys night in and night out, and throughout the years you get better. Obviously the staff and the film that we put together can help enhance that development. But I think it's a lot game experience to see who you're playing against, how teams are playing, and understanding what they do to take away their strengths can help you have success. And Steven, he's only been in the league for a year and a half, a little over a year and a half, so he still doesn't understand every player's tendency in this league, and that takes time. It takes he's 21 years old. It's going to take a few more years.
Are you ruling Kevin out for tomorrow already?
Yes.
Scott, what changes in strategy or game preparation from playing Atlanta the first time to playing them again?
Well, they're still playing good basketball. One of the best teams in the league. They got 4 All-Stars. Obviously, Corver's out, but they're a well-balanced team with a lot of good players and 4 star players, and they're well coached. So you have to be able to guard all their players. They throw 5 players on the court that can defend and play on the offensive end. They can shoot, they can dribble, they can pass, they can make decisions. Their 4s and 5s are some of the best playmaking 4s and 5s in the league. So we're going to have to do a good job. We are going to have to play a very physical game, and we're going to have to play for 48 minutes. We have to be very consistent on both ends to beat a very good Atlanta team.
Scott, I hate to keep bringing up injuries, but Kevin's soreness, would you classify that as a setback, or how would you describe it? You said a week to 2 weeks last week.
Yeah, I mean,
not be practicing now and definitely ruled out tomorrow. How would you classify it?
He experienced some soreness. I think when you go through the rehab, we all know that the rehab process, you're going to have some peaks and valleys, and then you just have to adjust accordingly. That's why he was off today, and he's definitely not playing tomorrow. That's all part of the process with this rehab.
It sounds a little, I don't know the right word, but concerning maybe that. How much was he doing to have soreness, and you guys were trying to limit him, and now all of a sudden he's got soreness again?
I think it's just all part of it. It's all part of it right now. We know more each day. I think it's all part of the process of getting back onto the court. It's all it is right now.
Scott, did you fill out a bracket?
I did not, but I was thinking about it. Am I too late? I've filled them out in the past a little bit late. Did pretty well.
It just seems like as soon as he came here, it all just connected and clicked. Can you talk about that in terms of just how you get along with him and how that works in terms of helping you guys work together?
I think it's just because he's a really good guy off the court, which kind of just helps out the whole team, I guess. It makes it easier to kind of just understand him as a player and like how he is as a person, and then you just get a feel for his game after that. It's easy to talk to him, I think.
Steve, what are you guys happy about with the way you're playing right now, and where do you all want to be better as a group?
I mean, we're good in a lot of areas, but I guess it's what we probably need to work on is probably our defense, or just like concentration, locking into personnel, and then other than that, everything else is pretty decent.
Steven, is there an area within the defense that you guys really need to show up or want to focus on getting better at?
I think it's our just understanding personnel, who you're guarding, who's just like if they're a shooter or not, which way they like to drive, stuff like that. Just researching the player, understanding their tendencies. I think, personally, I think all of us need to work on that. Yes, it'll help.
You got 3 young starters, and you, Innocent, and Andre. How much is that contributing to maybe not being as familiar with the personnel?
I think it definitely has been young, because all the veterans they've been around the players. They've played them years after year after year after year. So we're trying to like catch up on that. We watch a ton of video and do all we can. But again, I think it's just a concentration in the game, just understanding, because then it's hard in the game. Fatigue kicks in. You just kind of like forget a little bit sometimes. So I think that's all it is.
How much does this game with Atlanta, the last game with Atlanta, play into how you're going to play this game against Atlanta?
What'd you say, sorry, mate?
How did the last game you played against Atlanta figure into how you're going to prepare and play this game?
Oh, all we're doing is just picking up from our mistakes to know what we did wrong. I mean, we had a game plan, and just got to make a few adjustments. They beat us on our game plan that we made, so that's all it is, really.
Last year you were a young guy, big, trying to get your game together, and you started really coming into your own about this time last year. You got Mitch McGarry, a young guy who's coming to the end of his rookie year. What do you see in him in terms of how he's grown from the beginning of the season to now?
What do I see in him?
Yeah.
Just progress. He's come a long way, man. It's awesome to see. I don't know, just feel really happy for him. Just proud of him, really, because he just comes in and works hard every single day, and just to see that progress is special.
What do you think has progressed the most in his game?
I think it's his defense. I'm really happy with his defense, just because that's probably the hardest thing to really wrap your mind around in the NBA. I think just to be the help side and all that sort of stuff. He's just a natural scorer, which is nice. So he doesn't really. I mean, he needs to work on it, but his defense definitely come a long way.
What are you happiest about with your game right now? You're coming off of a string of 2 or 3 really great performances since you've been back.
No, I guess just reading on both ends of the floor. That's all I've been trying to work on. Been watching like a ton of video and trying to understand their plays as well as just with my open spots are, what sort of defensive coverages they're gonna play against us. So that's the only thing I've kind of been really working on. Yeah.
How close do you think you are to not having to play with something on your hand?
I have no idea. That's yeah, I have no idea. It's kind of cool though. Yeah, I don't mind it. It's all right, man. Yeah.
Ennis joked to you guys with the Bruise Brothers. Have you kind of embraced that nickname?
I mean, we don't like say hello to each other like, "Hi, Bruise brother." Like, we don't do any of that. But people have been telling us. I guess, yeah, I don't mind it. Yeah, what do you guys want to do?
All right, that'll do it for today's Franchise Thunder Report. We'll have another tomorrow after shoot-around in preparation for the Atlanta Hawks at 7 o'clock in Chesapeake Energy Arena. We'll start our pregame activities at 6 tomorrow at Flint Restaurant as Desmond Mason and John Rohde join me, and we'll give you everything you need to know about the matchup with Atlanta. Thanks for watching this edition of the Franchise Thunder Report. I'm David Garrett for 1077 The Franchise.